Now this is a serious biocatalyst production. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Anno 2205. We are absolutely loaded here with money. The income is not looking so great just because the company shares of Uzoyev are not really profitable. We went in the red just before recording this and luckily he has somewhat recovered. As you can see, yeah, it's stagnating and it was declining, free falling actually just a minute ago. The pumps are done and we can upgrade them for 400 iridium.
Finally.
I'm just gonna spend it and don't think it twice. So we got some more space land, some more space available. I also went ahead of camera just because it's at this point it's somewhat boring, alright? So the first vault has been activated and we unlocked with that the heavy industry aerogel module here. So we can boost now our heavy industry with aerogel if we produce it. Producing aerogel needs, I believe, what does it need? Natural gas and cobalt. Cobalt we can get plenty of, and I believe that's the same thing as it goes with the moss. So we can boost it with aerogel. It doesn't cost a lot to boost it. It just only costs 3, and it doubles the production rate. So we would get 30 cobalt out of it, which is pretty sick, to be honest. Ibarra, we don't. Yeah, you can go. You can do whatever you want, guys. Here. By the way, some ways to make money is. Some ways to make money is actually spending a little bit of influence with this perk here, transaction tax. It's the same I used last time, if you remember. So for 15 influence, it grants us a 50% cut of the final bid, and that's not only for our own bids, but also for others, right? So say more than 2 millions, I say it's worth it, even 1.5 million. So 50% of 1.5 million is 150,000, which is not too shabby, to be honest. It's a way to exchange influence for money. So for example, here we could take ourselves some money. Although I'd rather keep the influence and use it to buy some more shares. So right, the Tundra is now producing. I updated my production of biocatalysts, producing 150 biocats, which is absolutely great, to be honest. We are sending them all into Wildwater Bay, and let's go.
New transfer route delivers.
And I think with this much money, these building materials and the biocatalyst, we can really think and start transitioning. There's something even more exciting that I want to discuss with you guys, and that is the power of androids. I really underestimated what they could do, and I have a vision for the late game in which we have basically very little workforce in all the accessory sectors, basically, and all of our workforce will be residing in the temperate region, because androids are not they stay in stock and they provide 10 workforce per android. Say having 400 stock, which we are close, we are 385, and we upgrade our stock capacity every time we jump into a new corporation level. So say we have 400 stocks, that's 4,000 workforce. Imagine combining that with the workforce drone racks for the factories, which all factories have, and we completely could get rid of all the workforce in the accessory sectors. How crazy is that? Honestly, how crazy is that? Like, sending tons of androids here, and all the other sectors that we will ever need, it would absolutely solve the issues with the workforce. At least that's my vision. In some sector, maybe in Wildwater Bay, for example, we could reach for a limit, say, in which we'd need more than 4,000 workforce. So, yeah, we shall see about that. But for the others, really, using the drone racks could be our way to go. That's, to be honest, it's just so crazy to think of. That's the power of androids. So what I'm gonna do is actually replenish all the stock of androids in the different sectors that we got here. So say, let's send a bunch of them to Vanya Plains. Yeah, you can go like that. And actually, they cost 80. What? They weren't costing that little.
Transfer route.
Let me check for the prices here. So
what
androids, androids here. Want to check? Yeah, it went down pretty harshly here. Alright then, we are replenishing the stock of androids in the Tundra, and with that we are completely... Look at our workforce here. Increasing by the second. That's just so nice to see. I will keep this this side here just for the sector project, because maybe we would need a certain number of field researchers and ecologists. But apart from that, using the drone racks, as you can see, I use them here already. It would completely solve our workforce issues. Fulfilled here. We can get rid of this trade route and use it in the Arctic now.
I'll delete the route from
That's
the
the power of the androids, just so sick.
I've examined the route. The deliveries will arrive.
Let me load in the Arctic, by the way.
Transfer
So you
route
see what I'm going,
registered.
right? I hope you can follow along what my vision is. To have basically no workforce, and that means less production. For example, we don't need all of this canned food. We need less neuroimplants in the Arctic. We don't need the stimulants. Damn it. We could save so much on the balance and in general in logistics,
given enough
trade routes,
opportunities to
etc.
join us.
And of course,
Refuse.
of course, the orbital watch invades us right here in Nakia
Fleet
Flows.
ordered
So let's
to
call the fleet.
location.
What's it doing? Causing a panic. But luckily,
Warning.
even with the panic,
Unfulfilled
we don't
demands
care
for
because we have the
specific
workforce to
consumer
run
products.
this. Look at that, completely fulfilled. Also here, we got plenty of workforce to go around.
Certainly.
Actually, do we even
Network
care of the
optimization
invasion?
is an ongoing process.
I believe
It's cold out
Yeah.
there, isn't it? Come in.
they are lowered, but we don't really care. See, the workforce is stable. We would get some credits and combat experience out of it. But honestly, guys, I don't think this is an issue. Like, we stay perfectly fine with this. We have the androids now. And from now on, I could really think of removing lots and lots of houses. Not in the radiuses of the Physics Institute, of course. So we will still need some people to live here. But apart from that, the workforce generating the
Fleet
actual
arriving.
goal of population for our challenge is generated in the temperate region. So even if we have androids there, we just will build houses to build our income and our corporation level up. Right? But apart from that, these are not really sectors in which you can produce income, and they are struggling with the workforce. So this
Your
perk
vitals are
is
within
probably one of
acceptable
the
limits.
best, honestly.
However,
This one
I
and
advise
this one,
against
I
staying in
believe,
0G
are
too
absolutely one of the best perk you could get to. So that's the power of the Android, and it's just absolutely lovely. Right, with this amount of money, I believe we can buy the capital sector.
Come on in.
But first, let me adjust the situation in Wildwater Bay, because it's really needed at this point. We got the neuroimplants, I'm sending energy from the moon, so we really can go for it. And at least move our farms, which should have been done in the last episode, but we ran out of time, so... Right, we are here in Wildwater Bay, and I believe... Yep, we could go here, honestly. So let's see if we place... Okay, now consumes a little bit of workforce. So I'm also going to be using the drone racks. Just like that. One. One on the workforce. So let me just quickly build the rice production here. I believe we would need 3, 6, 9, and 10. Let's say 12 to have a little bit of 3, 6, 9, 12 to have a little bit of room to grow in other regions. And we got 9 biocatalysts. Yeah, per rice farm. We are sitting at a balance of 143 with that one using it already. So 9 times 12. We will almost completely deplete that, but we could. Look at that. Isn't that peak efficiency? That's what I call peak efficiency. Now that is a serious juice production. This whole row is juice. We are producing 700 basically, 700 tons per minute. Is it the same sector? Because it doesn't look like. Dear Lord, we got a lot of juice here. Also, of course, in the future, buying off Seaman International will help us out a ton, because it will give us some pretty nice boosting in agriculture. So we'll probably need not so much of this production anymore in the future. So we should think of, I would say, let's buy off Usoyev and then Seaman International. So these are the big, really space occupying facilities. Usoyev is just so important because bioenhancers, replicators, androids, and what else? The neuroimplants, very important. Neuroimplants are all biotech goods. And the freaking stimulants, for that matter. But with the perk of the androids, we could even forget the stimulants forever. Let me tell you that, forever. Now we also don't need the building materials trade routes. So getting even more income out of it.
Network optimization is an ongoing
Look at that.
process.
We are way more
That will
positive
free
than
up
before,
some
also for the company shares. And now Usoyev is really completely recovered and booming, by the way. So we got a nice boost of income there. I would say, before even going for quantum computers, let's think of some anti-grav. Anti-grav compensator from the moon really have some really expensive and fancy stuff. We do need a lot of them. So to fulfilling the anti-grav would give us a nice boost of investors needed to build a stadium. And I should also think of completely fulfilling the androids, because I'm sick of it being lowered. Right, also the population on the moon. I sent some android here, and we are consuming them because they need those. But yeah, the workforce is looking absolutely cool here because of the androids. Such a powerful perk. I cannot stress it enough. That's why I keep on saying that. We need, unfortunately, some more power here.
Warning. Unfulfilled
So
demand
definitely
for
let's go
specific
for some
consumer
more.
products.
Fixing the road here. These beefy boys are costing me a whole arm and a leg. So lunar, we got some fuel cells in stock. We can now go for really the anti-gravs. Let's plan for a place. I reckon this much space is cool to have the grand anti-gravs here. So let's plan for a central shield, connecting it via road. Very cool effect as usual. Fit a road in here just because it looks nicer. Yeah, look at that. Cool. Cool is a mixture of cute and cool. If you didn't know, I just invented it. So let's place
Transfer
down some
route
anti-gravs.
inefficient. Cause missing goods.
We need also some rare earth elements for that. No problem. We got a mine, which we can also be boosted. So now that's the answer I was looking for. Can now be boosted with heavy industry aerogel. This, I believe, can also be boosted via aerogel. So next step, the first is heavy industry, the next step is electronics. We are producing our first anti-gravs. The modules are even cooler than the factory itself. Look at that. Let's build one and then we check it. How cool is this factory? This is probably my favorite yet factory. Did I build it on the other way around? Is that the entrance? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, but it does bother me a bit. How much would it cost to move it?
Shuttle arriving according to schedule.
Okay, not a lot. Yeah, that's better. Whoops, sorry. Spending a little bit of cash in doing so. Consuming quite a bit of fuel cells, aren't you? And we need some more here. Yeah. And the fusion preparation plant is more massive than ever. We need some more helium in turn. Unfortunate. We got the deuterium to do so. Let's go all in and build one more yet. To really be up on par with the stock. And just some anti-grav more, really. So this beefy boy consumes a whole lot of energy. Let's first build the modules and then the accessory ones. And now we miss, of course, the titanium plating. But because I don't care, I just sent some. Right? It's that
Request
simple.
has been granted. Goods are being sent
The
out.
balance is not even suffering that much. Can we sell something at the
Transfer
global
route
trader?
registered.
Please tell me. Finally.
Finally. I got
Finally.
Thanks.
Oh, dear Lord. Look at how much money we just made. Beautiful. We can now really go all out with the anti-gravs. One more module and yet one more here. Beautiful. Should we start selling some to our investors? They only need 40, by the way. We are consuming 22. And when reducing the workforce, we would consume even less. Also, reducing the workforce would get rid of this stupid lunar launch thing here that we don't even need. The sector project for Marvel Relictum, I will keep it for the late game. Because it's really an ornament stuff. Or ornament thing. So, yeah, I'm not really into sector project of this game. They're not that great, to be honest. 1,600 megawatts here. Let's absolutely place down some more modules.
Further investment
Ooh,
in research.
Lucky us,
possible.
it's right up close with the edge of the shield. If it was an inch outer, would completely shut down the factory altogether. And now consuming 800, half. Okay. Just the money would suffer here. Good on the fusion power cells. Yeah. Let's go ahead.
Transfer route inefficient. Cause
35. Can we go for some more? How many? 3 more. Beautiful. Okay, let's go in a little bit of depth here. But I reckon we're good because okay, I need some rare earth elements and some more fusion cells and also another helium mine. This is going to be expensive. Luckily the shield is covering them up and we can go for some more fuel cells. Need some more titanium plating for it, but now we have the materials to go for another module. Right here. Well, this factory can become very, very cool looking. Another module here and another one here. Oh yeah, baby. Look at this. Isn't it cool? I would say it is. Another one yet? We cannot do it, can we? Arctic, just checking the deuterium is fine. And we can go for... we need the titanium plating. Let's sending a bit more faster. A bit faster. We have the money to do so. Okay.
Delivery will be expedited.
Let's go. Yeah, get to act fast
renewing
because
parameters.
don't you worry about my balance. It will solve itself once we can fulfill the anti-gravs. And we are now completely full on the factory. Looking sick. 55. We are completely fulfilling the need of our investors with that.
Either it's profitable
Beautiful.
or it has to be deleted.
Let's send something else on the moon. So down only by 15,000. They pay
I
us a
despise
whole
those
lot
fair
for
price.
those. Look at that.
Even
Half a
looking for
million just
that.
by selling 100 of them. Completely replenishing our wallet. Send the anti-grav compensators to the the investors. Beautiful.
Transfer route
Look
beginning
at that.
operation.
Immediately going from 15,000 to 11, first of all. Secondly, we'll probably reach for the next corporation level. I reckon 6,000 people can be good here. Yeah. Next corporation level. Actually, we unlock the stadium.
Construction
Yep.
of new building types.
Let's jump right into Walbrook Basing and see the stadium by ourselves. Please tell me we got the space.
Decay
Please
of
tell me
urban
we got the
culture.
space.
I see nothing of that
Please.
sort around.
Oh, we do. Oh, phew. Actually, even more than we need. Awesome. Stadium fulfilled. Level 44,
Company stocks
consuming
advance in price.
8,000 on the balance. But beautiful. Can have another road here, so they have better reach. These guys unfortunately do not reach enough. But it's fine. We don't have paved roads here. We also got a Zeppelin, by the way, which is now taking off. Look at the stadium, guys. We got it. Long overdue stadium. Oops, sorry for my camera, as usual. Balance completely recovering. 200,000 people, another corporation level up.
Corporation label adapted to reflect economic power.
Absolutely beautiful. Ah, we got our stadium, man. Look at the Zeppelin.
It's a relief to have that out of the way.
Beautiful. Our little island, it's really took some shapes in the last episode. Episodes, plural. Another yet corporation level fulfilling
Your
the
global
Anti-grav
market
and the
share
stadium
has
was really
increased.
the best move here. Look at our balance. And it still keeps on growing. It doesn't stop. Endless stream of people.
I am hard to please, so you should feel proud.
Yeah. I do feel proud, actually, to be honest. Let's go back to the basics. You know what? Because I'm seeing plenty of biomed labs. Let's go back to the basics and move, first of all, our bioresin, which will be boosted with the biocatalyst, and then our biomedical lab, which luckily, with our perks, only need bioresin indeed. Let's move that. Yeah, that's a good idea. And also, our food design workshops. Yeah, we can move two things at once. So let's keep it on the agenda. Let's say, how much biocatalyst do these guys need? 15. That's pretty steep, but it also would be very efficient on space consuming side. They also do need 14. 14 here. Is it the same on the Tundra? I wonder. Because you can have sunflower farms in the Tundra. I'm not sure it's 14 in the Tundra. Let me just go quickly check in the Tundra. How much is that? It's the same as in the temperate region, 14. Good to know, because otherwise, for efficiency's sake, I would have had to use the sunflower farms here, and I really didn't want to do it. Look at the androids. 5,600 on the workforce. We don't need this many people. We don't need the all-weather parkas, the stimulants, the freaking canned food, vitamin drinks. We don't need all this. How cool is that? While in Vanya Plains, by the way, let's upgrade a bit our biocatalysts. So we need the mass and... Doesn't really fit here, does it? The freaking rock is in the way. Probably need to move on to the other side. By the way, we got a really good sector trait. Energy maintenance of the moss plantation is minus 50%. That's so great, because the counter effect is only for the vitamin extractor, which we don't really care of. We just deleted the only one we had. And that's so good, because otherwise these guys would consume 500 megawatts. That would be really harsh. We shall see in the future if we will have to replace some drone racks with energy accumulators. For the moment being, we're good with it. So moss okay, sunflower bioresin okay, we just need another biocatalyst reducer. At this stage of the game, it's just so cool. You can see we really took off. Look at the massive scale of our production just now. We went from making little steps at a time to just spam industry, because we can now do it. By the way, we never really checked these factories here. These are the biocatalyst producers. Very, very cool
Next
looking.
astronaut team incoming.
Made out of moss and bioresin, which I guess it makes sense. Check for consumption, by the way. Bioresin absolutely looking fine, and moss too, so we could go for one more. We got the money to do so. One here, and the next one, actually two more. Right here. So right away with the drone rack, so we need the building materials now. But luckily we can send some from the global market. 167 biocatalysts more. Can get rid of the building materials trade route.
Good. I'll delete the route
And
from
actually
the registry.
update this one. Not so much of it though, because we need some for the moss plantation, otherwise we cannot even produce biocats. Let's have a +1 here.
Reviewing transfer route.
In case something goes ever bad and we got a stock of biocatalyst.
Done. That
It's
route
always
is-
nice to have a +1 whenever you're producing something. You remember we did the same thing with the bioenhancers on the moon? So whenever the global trader could buy them, we had some stock in there. Instead of sending them all to Warwick Basing where no one could buy them. Apart from making a trade route to the global market. So this will definitely be our final call for today, because let's build the stuff we need and close this episode up. We moved a lot of our production here and started really to create the economic lab hub that we wanted to go for here. Let's keep the corridor road. All right, producing a whopping 1,185 sunflowers. We should definitely reduce energy-wise. It's absolutely fine, but we should reduce our workforce costs here. Let's see, with 456, I reckon with the last one it goes down to 1. Yeah, really have to use the maximum amount here. Unfortunate, because the layout is not the best here. Oh well. Okay, now each one of them consumes 1. Good. How much sunflower do we need in the Tundra and in Warwick Basin? Because I will also remove workforce, so to really efficientate to the maximum level. Sunflower. First, without further ado, let's remove the trade routes. I
Either
just
it's profit
created quick
or it has to be
trade
deleted.
routes for building materials.
Good. I'll delete the route from the registry.
Balance is going down because Usoyev is suffering, I believe. Company shares, yeah, going down in price. So, sunflowers. We need 400 here, not so much. Actually, we're producing way too much. Oh yeah, baby. Sunflower for days. Good enough, though. Let's remove those production in the other two sectors and go back to producing rejuvenators. Yo, we don't even need the sunflower in Warwick Basin because we reproduce luxury food and rejuvenators in Whitewater Bay itself, so we don't need this trade route, honestly. And also not this much rice, I reckon. Yeah, good. Let's remove the farms in Warwick Basin. Right, 410 rejuvenators are being produced in Whitewater Bay. Let's send them directly to Walbrook Basin, and with a little bit of surplus, yes, why not? We don't need
Transfer
them
route
here.
registered.
Balance should be recovering now. Yes, it is. Whew, that's quite scary to go down that much. Stretching lengthwise, so you can even move them in the future, and having the modules. Yeah. That's a good idea. The wine is now indeed producing 116 because of 4 farms with the biocatalyst, which we have, and also some more in stock. Very good to see. Send some more energy from the moon because we saved a lot in Warwick Basing, and let's have our luxury food
Transfer
here.
route suffers from inadequate
And
supply
let's
of
be
goods.
quick about it. Yeah, it's good for now. Let's send some luxury food in. Temperate from here to here.
Transfer route beginning operation.
And we got a climate warfare in... Oh, the mountainsides are shut down. We are in a really bad spot. Luckily, we are recovering somewhat. But the point is, all of this workforce moving, and it's not really efficient on the balance. It's just efficient in terms of space. And why do we need space? Well, to expand. So if we don't expand, it's all pointless. That means we really should think of expanding. But now there's a climate warfare in Warwick Basin. Where's the freaking... here.
Be honest. How bad is it out there? You have
Just
no
oxygen.
idea how badly
I
we
mean,
need
better than
something
nothing.
like
Right. Maybe we should think of expanding here. Having a lot more workers, at least. Let's completely fill the central area with workers. Here. With a climate warfare. Not the ideal location. Not the ideal situation, rather.
I could really use your help, but I gotta warn you.
But yeah, for
people are
example,
gonna
right
be
here.
shooting at you.
Need some more water, and I'm trying to look where we can build it, but with this freaking climate warfare, it's really hard. I think we used everything. Maybe here. Yeah, there was a coastal site for a tidal power station that we can now use for water. Right. Got some more water in stock, and we can get rid of this road layout, which was used for the farms. Plain and boring.
That ended well.
Right, we are so down on the androids because we have no silicon. It's really something painful. To unlock the silicon, we would need to reach...
Look, I could really use your help, but I gotta warn you. People are...
Kanita conflict
I
zone.
could really use your help, but I gotta warn you. People are gonna
Yeah.
be shooting at you.
Gotta win this mission before everything goes to ruin. These stupid military missions that you have to go for when
Space shuttle
these
docking.
things happen. So we are on a bit on the inefficient side, but really just because we should expand now.
Competitors are bidding on your company share. Counteractions advised.
Done.
My dear lord, I just realized why I had... That's the issue with the world market. All good, guys. It's all good. It's just a little bit on the inefficient side. I was worried. I was like, I'm 30,000 in the red, and why is that? I didn't change anything whatsoever. So I had so many trade routes for biopolymers and Obots that I forgot to delete from the world market. they were costing me tens of thousands of dollars per minute. So that is it. You can see we are now in the red. It's all good, all clear. Just with a quick check-in of how much I was spending here. So really, the maintenance is a little bit higher than before, but it's definitely good. We expanded, we reach for level 48. We are close actually to level 49 and 50. Level 50 would be good here in veteran mode. And yeah, I would say just stay tuned for the next episode and for some more expansion and absolutely the foundation of the capital. See you guys in the next one.